Guys, I just found this stuff. It's really weird. What's up, YouTube? My name's Jacob and this is the Awesome Sauce. It is officially Nintendo month. If you don't mind, I'm going to put this down. This shit's kind of heavy. Don't tell Ink though. He might judge me. Shit. So yes, everybody, it is Nintendo month. I know it is the 20th or whatever day this comes out. I'm really late. I'm sorry. I know, but I did put the video up explaining everything. I am working on it. Black Friday's coming. Might happen. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, yes, it is Nintendo month. Of course, I'm going to talk about The Legend of Zelda, seeing as how Breath of the Wild is coming out. Oh my god. Have you people seen this trailer? It's fucking nuts. I remember playing Zelda on 18-bit or 32-bit. And here we are. Wow. So anyway, let's talk about it a little bit. I'll give my input, my thoughts, my reaction to the trailer and such, and we'll just kind of go from there. As always, YouTube, it's just my opinion. If you don't agree, let's talk about it. You don't gotta be mean, because I don't like people that are mean. They're fucking mean. Right away, the thing that shined about the trailer the most is the graphic design. Oh my god. The game looks so beautiful, especially for a Nintendo title. Now I know, hold on, I know that came out wrong, but let's really think about it. Nintendo hasn't done a whole lot graphic-wise. They're amazing at storytelling. They'll tell a story and sell the hell out of it for 8 generations. Fucking Pokemon. That's what Nintendo's good at, but this game just looks beautiful. The graphics have a high resemblance of Wind Waker, which is really cool. I never really got into Wind Waker myself. I know. Oh, I know. I know. Calm down. I know. I played it and it just, for some reason, it didn't stick to me, and I don't know why. But the graphics were beautiful, the graphics were amazing, and this game totally mimics that. Just the attention to small detail in it. I mean, from the trailer you can just see a lot of intricate detail in the new tools you use and the new way things are done. Even in the enemies, there's just so much intricacy. And I mean, granted, the last title I played was Skyward Sword, which was still pretty good graphic-wise, detail-wise, but this game looks like it's going to take it. Maybe. I have to buy the new Wii to see, but we'll see. Now, next to its graphic design and the beauty of the game, they took the Zelda formula and 360'd it, I think. They kept it the same open world RPG style, but they added different stuff to it. So you can clearly see from the trailer that there's not really heart containers and hearts and, you know what I mean, like the original Zelda formula. You actually have to gather supplies and cook it. You actually have to gather wood and you have to gather things to survive. Which I think is a good turn for Zelda, because they've kind of kept the formula the same. Not that there's anything wrong with the formula, not that there's anything, you know what I mean, but it's a new generation, it's a new world, and they're kind of giving us a whole new Zelda to go off of, but still keeping it The Legend of Zelda, you know what I mean? They took The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, just because it's the most recent game, and Skyrim, or some type of Elder Scrolls open RPG, and I think that's amazing to an extent. They didn't completely mold, and you know what I mean? They didn't completely take away from the originality of Zelda, but they also made it more realistic, more survival-ish, and not just cut grass and get hearts. We can also see that it's not just starting out with the Deku sword or the Deku shield, or you know what I mean, however you would start off. You would start off with the wooden sword and the shield, or the shitty sword and then a wooden shield, and it doesn't seem that it's going that way. You do get a wooden shield. Now, to touch on the weapons and the new tools he gets to use, there's, I can't remember what it's called. It's a magnet type thing that you can manipulate physical objects around you to use to hurt enemies or to solve the puzzles that are, of course, in any type of Legend of Zelda game. Then, of course, in the small little bit of demos and trailers we've gotten, we can see that you can actually use your shield as a sled, which is really cool. I think it's a new way of integrating The Legend of Zelda to a different play style, and that's pretty awesome. They have a glider too, where that's kind of like a copy of the sailcloth from Skyward Sword, so we're not going to really touch that. But the shield you can do a lot more with, and plus the different types of weapons and power-ups you can get. Now the biggest debate I've been getting into with some of my colleagues, a bunch of nerds I read comic books with at the comic shop. I call them colleagues though, because they're awesome. There's a lot of speculation on where this fits in the Zelda timeline. Now whether you agree or disagree with the Zelda timeline, you know what? It exists and it has been made official by Nintendo. So that's what we're stuck with. That's what we gotta deal with. I'm sorry. But anyway, there's different speculation on whether it fits in the Wind Waker timeline because there's a lot of correlation between Wind Waker and this game. But there's also not enough to even make an assumption. This could be a standalone game immediately following Skyward Sword or Ocarina of Time or whatever games are there. And you never know. I've kind of seen over time that the graphic style of the game kind of determines where the game stands in its timeline. But that's my own theory, and I don't think there's any major correlation between the graphic design of Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time. I could be wrong though. You never know. Nintendo's really outdoing themselves this year. There's been rumors that they're falling behind in the whole console wars and gaming and blah 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 blah. And truth be told, I think Nintendo's fans alone will keep them going as long as possible. I mean, I know that till the day I can no longer do it, I'm going to buy every Legend of Zelda. I'm going to buy all the Nintendo paraphernalia. I'm going to buy all the games. And that's just because I grew up playing Nintendo. I grew up on the SNES and the NES. I grew up with, the Legend of Zelda and Mario. Like, Nintendo's going to thrive, and I really think this is going to help. This is helping them step up their game. So that way they could, I swear to God, if I see a PC gamer in the comments, PC is better. Shut up. Yes, PC is better. You can't argue that. But we're talking about consoles. We're talking about Nintendo. You can't play Nintendo unless it's emulated on a PC. Damn it. I will admit though, I kind of do miss the Nintendo Wii style of playing. I miss swinging around the nunchuck and the other thingy and just pretending to be Link. That was the coolest. I'm gonna miss that. I know there's a lot of people who didn't like it. I know there was some of it that was wonky. But you know what, man? That was the coolest ever. And props to you, Nintendo, for trying to get us to exercise and play the stuff we love. So anyway, I know that was kind of short, but I really don't have a lot to go off of either. I mean, there was the original teaser trailer that they released a while back, like before Triforce Heroes came out for this game, and then they put it on the back burner for Triforce Heroes, and then here we are again. Now, I don't like to speculate too much on theories and siding with these and this and this and that too much, because that kind of takes the fun out of playing the game. Like, it takes the fun out of experiencing it firsthand, for me, and that's why I try not to dabble into theories. But of course, there's some people who want to know, so it makes sense. And there's no judgment. You do you, and I'll figure it out as I go. So with that being said, YouTube, thank you guys for clicking on our brief little video. I wanted to keep the theme with Nintendo Month, but I also did want to officially in an edited, professional looking video talk about a couple things. So if people still aren't aware, I am without a laptop to do my editing. Luckily, my friend Jay the Pizza Guy, click on him, has been more than happy to let me do my editing in his place. And first off, that's just awesome. And of course, with that being said, is I don't have access to editing tools like I normally would. So anyway, I'll have a more elaborate Nintendo Month video on a scheduled update. I'm going to try and squeeze this video and then one more Nintendo video out for this month. I'll try to get 3 all together. I do know what the videos are going to be. I'd rather get something out than nothing for Nintendo Month, because I hype Nintendo Month up a lot. But with all that being said and done, YouTube, thank you guys so much for clicking on my video. I promise you'll have a better content video as soon as I can. I did state that within 365 days of the post that will pop up. If I were to reach 100 subscribers before or at the year mark of that post, I'd get a Bob's Burgers tattoo. I wanted to officially put that on video, so that way, once I reach 100, I can't bitch out. I'm doing it too. I love Bob's Burgers. But anyway, YouTube, thank you again so much for being here. We're going to get better content, I promise. Thank you guys for hanging in with me. We're up to 16 subscribers now, and that's amazing. Thank you guys. As always, YouTube, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, let them know the Awesomesauce is here to party. And as always, my friends, here's a crisp one.